Bazalwane dumelang, welcome back to our second Soulful Sunday session. Did you hear that? Second Soulful Sunday session. What? Bazalwane, welcome back home, and to our new subscribers, thank you so much for joining the family. I mean, you won't even regret it. I mean, this is the best thing you have ever done. For me, this is the best. And I thank you for that. And I salute you for that. And thank you, man. Guys, I want to say this, that courage, beat this face up and start recording, because man, y'all have helped me so much in like fixing my relationship with God and bettering it up. Like, it has been better, it's getting better and better, and I'm getting closer and closer with God, and it's just amazing. And Linda, I hope that this is helping you to get closer and closer with God as well, because if not, then I must just end this channel. I must just forget about this channel, because the whole reason why I started this channel was because I realized that life happens and we need someone that will help us draw closer to God again, you know. So guys, I want to say I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Modimo le etse hantle, ene a le hlonolofatse ho feta moo, a le fe data le tsebe ho mamela di-video tse, ene le kgone le ho share-ela bana ba bang ba Modimo. You know, let us share with other people, because you might never know that you know. So guys, today we are going to talk about prayer. We are going to talk about prayer. I figured that, you know, when someone is not teaching you about something, irrespective of maybe you having to know it, as long as Hosna Muto explains why you should do it and how it can benefit you, listen, you are never gonna take that thing serious. Even with prayer, we know that we have to pray, but some of the people, the reason why basankeling tapelo show is because about why, and it don't change, it don't tusa. So today I want to just help you understand why prayer is so important. We are going to be talking about prayer, like I said, and we're going to be reading from the book of 1 Kings chapter 18 verse 38. I'm actually going to talk about the whole of chapter 18, you know, but because I don't want to be reading the whole chapter, I just thought, man, we'll just take it from verse 38, because we want that part, you know. So guys, let me give you like background about this chapter, you know, because we don't want to read the whole chapter. So we have Ahab, we have Elijah, right? And we have 450 prophets from Baal, and also 400 prophets from, where was that? Asherah, if I'm saying it right. Yes. So now Elijah came a prophet wa Modimo. Ahab and the rest, they are worshipping the gods of Baal, right? Meeting one. So now Modimo o romela Elijah hore alo pholosa setjhaba sa hae. Now Elijah aba like a suggestion with Ahab aba ho, listen, because lona le worshipa Modimo kankana, le worshipa badimo ba Baal kankana, today you're gonna have to decide how o worshipa man. You must make up your mind today. So listen, call your prophets let us meet at the mountain of Carmel, the Mount Carmel. Camel or Camel? But yes, they met there at the mountain. You know what? Let's make a sacrifice. So sacrifice, one is gonna be for me. So one against 450 prophets. Imagine that. So it was Elijah by himself and also 450 prophets of Baal, right? Are you give me one bull and you guys literally 450 jal lenga bulia luna. Fine. So we're gonna make a sacrifice at the altar, and no one is supposed to use the fire. We are going to pray to our God, and if your God responds with fire and burn the sacrifice up, then we are worshiping that God. But if your God doesn't and mine does, then you stop worshiping your God, you worship mine, right? So fine, Elijah or Hoban, listen, you go first. So they prepared the altar, right? They prepared the sacrifice. Now they started praying to their gods, right? They started praying to this god of Baal. And listen to Elijah. Listen to Elijah flexa about you. Elijah only savage. Elijah, no man. Guys shouldn't be feeling bad. Maybe your God is sleeping, or maybe he's traveling, or maybe he's busy. Try to be louder, you know, like give it more oomph. Cry louder, cry harder, you know. Maybe your God will eventually hear you out. They prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed. It was not working. Now it was Elijah's turn to pray, right? To Abba, Father who art in heaven, to the God of Israel, to the maker of the heavens and the earth. Listen, now Elijah being Elijah, knowing that Mudimu Hekin Chagin, Elijah Orbon. I want to read it from here, guys. It says from verse 34. Let's start from verse 34, right? It says, no, verse 33. Is it? Yeah. He arranged the wood, cut the bow into pieces, and laid it on the wood. Then he said to them, fill 4 large jars with water and pour it on the offering on the wood. Do it again, he said, and they did it again. Do it a 3rd time, he ordered, and they did it the 3rd time. The water ran down around the altar and even filled the trench. At the time of the sacrifice, the prophet Elijah stepped forward and prayed. He prayed. And he said, Lord, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, let it be known today that you are God in Israel, and that I am your servant and have done all the things you have commanded. Answer me, Lord, answer me, so these people will know that you, Lord, are God, and that you are turning their hearts back again. Then the fire of the Lord fell and burned up the... Listen. Then the fire of the Lord fell and burned up the sacrifice, the wood, the stones, the soil, and also licked up the water in the tray. Go on. Yo. Go. The consuming fire. How big is the consuming fire for my hand? Oh, consumile. Imagine people are watching like, what? And he didn't even make a long prayer. We should just let it be known today that you are the big dog, you know. Mudimu kwane are mulo wale kalemet haibo bazalwane mulo wale kale ko wa consuma li tini alles, everything that you could ever think of in a limo sacrificing Go look at our consume. There was nothing left. And after that, they turned their hearts back to God. You know. So I want to say, bazalwane, prayer is able to turn one's heart back to God. Your obedience to the word of God, your obedience to the will of God, your obedience to prayer can turn one's heart back to God. So it's upon our obedience. It is on our obedience, guys, that other people will be saved. Yes, we can preach the gospel. Yes, we can do whatever. But sometimes it's going to take us demonstrating the real manifestation of God, the power of God, the wonder-working power, that other people can turn their hearts back on God. So be obedient. Listen, prayer ya haine, it was not long, but it was faith-filled prayer. It was a prayer of faith, so much that had katafela ho bua thapelo ha ya tumela molo ola thowane bazalwane in bless higher the fire licked even the water in the trench. Oh. And then also when you pray, sometimes you can approach him as a son and him being the father. That is why tapelanda tsa gona mahodimo e re ntate wa gona ya mahodimo bitso ho kgethela ha. You know? Tapelo ne. Then you become the intercessor. Then you start filling the gaps of other people. Then you start praying for other people. Then you start standing in between that person's success and his current opposition. But you become the intercessor. You become the gap filler. You know what I mean? Also, you become a threat. But there's no doubt that how long you are a threat to the devil. There is no doubt about it. Satan have for example, bazalwane no tjenana ha o ka kena ka kamoreng ya batho ba rapela, or maybe a church o kila bona hona le like ho madiromo tsa ntsenyane tsa mood intercessor le rata go rapela jeng before kereke e qala, and you get in there by mistake, you immediately you go out. Oh, sorry. Tulong ya thapelo ne ha se sebaka se teleyang gore even when you pray the atmosphere changes gore ha o kene batho fela mo ho rapelwa. Also le madimona ha o rapela a tshetsela morao. No, we cannot risk that. We can there's too much fire in there. We cannot risk our lives like that. So when you pray, listen, you become the threat to the devil, because Satan ha batle batho ba rapela. This is why Satan ha o tshwantse go rapela a etsa be lazy a fa mabaka of why you shouldn't pray. You know, because what's about once you start praying, you become dangerous. You become a dangerous somebody. What? If you spend most of your time on your knees, then you spend less time with your problems. And guess what? Prayer will fight for you. Prayer will step in and do the most for you. Prayer will be the one that will have to deal with your problems, not you. Not you. You know, when you pray, it's like you giving God a itigit abe involved. You know, because God is very gentle, bazalwane. God is very gentle. Right? So when you pray, you allow God to be involved. Yeah. So again, prayer, what it does, it exercises authority. When you pray, you exercise authority, bazalwane. That is why you have to pray, because it's only through prayer that you can exercise authority amaniti, where Bibele e reng ha o tlama dintho le hodimo le lefatsheng dia tlama, ha o di lokola lefatshe le hodimo dia lokola. It can only happen through prayer. You understand? And also prayer enables you to fellowship with God. You are able to fellowship ka thapelo bazalwane. The go how khona halo go fellowship ka ntle o thapelo le modimo. And also you become a fighter. Because Bible ere, we do not fight against flesh and blood. So you won't be using your hands, but you use prayer to fight. This is why you have to pray, because some of the things that they are not in the physical realm. They are not in this realm. They are in the spirit realm. And for you to be able to access the spirit realm and be there and fight and be involved, you're gonna have to do it through prayer. You understand? And how so much you are connected with the spirit realm, how so much you are rapelang, eroko blele, o tla bona tabs. You become a soldier. Like a soldier in the army. You know that song? Oba solo bantweng, oba that person. Kore how rapela raba seketete ontsha di missile. Umon ko ofa satane dem ofa muso wa le fifi dem. How rapela ko ba tseba fela gore yana ha ka yema a rapela o lo ntsha di missile. Kore kholo bona dem. Wangana sen khalo bona dintho tse so ka yo mothan ha ka rapela fela, we are done. Ho fetse ka go, you know. So when you pray, you don't just pray, you experience different levels, you know. You are able to access different levels in prayer. You can become so many things when you pray. You become a soldier, you become a fighter, you are a fellowshipper. You are able to fellowship, you know. You exercise authority when you're praying, and also you are able to make declarations when you are praying. It is written that no weapon formed against me will prosper. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. The Lord will provide all my needs according to his riches and glory in Christ. But that's prayer. And also, you are able to instruct and command. But you are able to command the pain to leave your body, because that is not where it belongs. You are able to instruct angels who are, listen, I need you to go there and do 1 and 2. You understand? You become an instructor, you become a commander. You understand? So don't take prayer light, because bazalwane in prayer ne. Yeah, no. I can say that. Fine. And then also you become lovers with God. Because now you get to reach a level of intimacy when you're praying, where you start telling God that, Lord, I love you. Lord, I am nothing without you. Lord, you are great. You are awesome. You are the King of Kings. Now you become intimate with God. Now you become the lover of God. You know, now you tell him that you are the same yesterday, today, and forever. Yeah. Jehovah, you know. You know, that is why really in all things we must pray. You don't just do things, you have to pray. You have to pray, because so the only way you can have God involved is through prayer, you know. And also the last thing is that you have to understand that when you pray, distance is not a barrier. Bazalwane no chenane muloi wa muloi ha o ka ya ho yena wa re mamel snepe sa Phamela ke sena ke re nna Phamela ke obviously ka senkisi o muloi nka snepe sa ka Phamela ke yona ke batla ngwane nonang a thole di pain, chest pain. Ngaka e fihle yo bolelle for listen, ha o hloka le re yo Phamela snepe sena se enough. Wena bua le snepe se o bo bua go batla pain e mo hlabe jwang. motho o sebedisa tumelo during that time ha bua hore pain e tshantse e hlabe kae a ka nna nka nalete a fihla a e hlaba mo a batlang pain e hlabe teng wa understand and re go bolelle ha ebe Phamela se motho a rapelang hang fela ha yana ka ta o bua taba tseo tse jwalo guess what because of their faith I am going to feel the pain you understand so also with the children how much more ka bana ba modimo guys you don't have to be physically somewhere just pray modimo tla etsa tse go prayer ne ena le tumelo e gona go distance ha le ntsheka if e connect go go tshwana le airtime mo tsona la o phone ba bana ne hore na motho o gona o kwa jang a le mose go sala wa unkwa wa understand so lu wena sebedisa tumelo ya hao because tumelo o ha e bone distance tumelo ha ina taba le distance tumelo e gona ho etsa mosebetsi o le Jobeki motho a le mose tumelo e gona ho etsa mosebetsi tumelo e ka ga thapelo e etsa mosebetsi I hope that at least like we learn about it hona le ntwe molemo o inkileng from this you know and modimo le etse hantle bazalwane and modimo a lefe moya wa thapelo a lefe mafolofolo hore your prayer lives di be matla each and every day ha o tlo bona o le matla overnight it's a process one step at a time you're gonna get there you know so just trust God to help you do it you know but prayer is the best thing you can ever do pray will change your life so thank you so much for watching God bless you until we meet again until we meet again on Friday next week Friday. It's God bless you. I love you guys so much. Bye.